Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. My name is Sohum, and today I'm bringing you another double reaction to the Metheny group. We're going to be checking out the songs San Lorenzo and To the End of the World. Now, it's kind of early morning as I'm filming this, and I'm hoping that with my morning energy, I'll be able to understand a bit more of PMG. Though I feel like I can sometimes get it from moment to moment, there are so many complexities to the arrangements that PMG bring us. It is not very easy to understand them on a first pass, but I'm excited to dive deeper into this rabbit hole. I hope you are as well. Before diving in today, a massive thank you goes to Daniel the Resonant for making this donation request. Thank you very much, Daniel. Your request helps guide the direction for reactions I do over here. But now, let's jump in. So we're going to have Lyle Mays on the keys here. May he rest in peace. To overuse the term, this is very atmospheric. There's a lot of open space. Ooh. I'm envisioning a lot of nature right now as I'm hearing this. It's very flowing. Almost like we're in some alternate reality or dreamscape. Oh, cool. There's a lot of work happening in the keys, actually. Oh. You know what's cool about this, besides just the uniqueness of its sound, is that it's very hard to predict whatever moment is going to be accented. Like, if you can imagine a lot of songs, they put a lot of emphasis on the one of the measure, kind of keeps you in lockstep. The drums get louder, the guitar chord strums for the first time on the one, and if you're going to change chords, it will happen there. But the emphasis isn't necessarily on the one all the time with what we're hearing here. It's kind of like a revolving door. It's constantly moving, but the revolving door is also shifting and translating in space. It's what is that analogy? Like trying to shoot a moving target from a moving platform. It's like multiple levels of trying to identify where we are. There's a lot of balance in this. And it's cool, the interplay of the bass here and the synths. Kind of sounds like pan flute in that section. Wow, it's super lush. And like the thing is, it's like a masterpiece of both texture, because there's so many moving parts there. You're constantly having to feel out your environment and not knowing what's what. Texture and space. I think it's a masterpiece that uses both of those elements well, because we still have these moments of the track opening up, things getting brighter, things getting lighter, feeling like you have that moment of reprieve, and we often do. But I can't help but feel like it's all improvised at the same time, which is what makes it so impressive. Because how would you do all of these unique textures? How can you just compose this? I mean, I can imagine this would take many iterations to arrive at, and even then, a final pass can still be partially improvised. But I'm not sure. But I could definitely imagine listening to this like on a late night. Kind of laid out in the grass, looking up at the stars, that kind of feeling. Though if you're in an urban city, the stars are going to be harder to see. Loving the guitar tone here. And it maps on so well to the keys. Oh, this might be my favorite part of the song. Very relaxed and jazzy. I'm expecting words here, you know, the singer to show themselves, but that doesn't always happen. The sustain on this piano is really adding a lot to this. You could make a similar comment about the guitar. It all adds to this atmosphere, you know, changing its quality, its thickness. And now we're more in the world of minor here, which I absolutely love. Okay. Oh, wow. The melodic movement is not obvious in this one. Changing between different scales. syncopated rhythm. Oh, that just gave me chills. That is unfair shred. Unfair levels of shred. You know, like, this music is not only challenging, but it's like, it's challenging to the point that it makes me think the only way I could, like, truly understand a song like this is as if it was paired with a separate story that could help me map on the emotions that the music is conveying more easily. I don't know if you guys have ever had this thought, but there are certain songs that I kind of know from the context of other media, and it helps me understand the song itself. Different examples of that could be you hear a song in a film, and now all of a sudden you understand the meaning of that song through the lens of the film. If you had like a story that you're reading and it was paired with a song, you could, come away with a similar feeling of the other medium helped buttress and supplement the music. I feel like with this song in particular, I can envision a lot of environments, but I can't necessarily envision the overall emotional story of this track, because there is a lot of like complex emotions happening here. So I feel like it would honestly aid my understanding if there were, a music video, or if there was a film or a backstory attached to a song like this. Because right now, all I'm able to envision is this place, San Lorenzo. I'm not really sure if it's a real place or not, or even has to do with an environment, but it's making me think of this place, San Lorenzo. And maybe that's the purpose of this song. And if that's the case, then the video that I would, that would help supplement my feeling there would be, maybe like a montage of all of the sights and sounds of San Lorenzo. But yeah, let me know, what does this mean to you as we finish out? I will always enjoy bright piano. Bright and light piano that becomes lush in the mids and lows. I mean, this may be premature, but I think this is my favorite PMG song I've heard. This is very pretty. At every moment, it's pretty. Flows so effortlessly. Oh. Wow. Ring. It's a very bright song. And then the fade out. I mean, I think I think that's my favorite Pat Metheny song I've heard so far. I loved every moment of this track. It was all so pleasant to listen to. Definitely I'm envisioning this like I don't know, I don't know if let me just quickly Google, maybe San Lorenzo is actually a place somewhere. San Lorenzo de Almagro. It's a soccer team. San Lorenzo is a town in Puerto Rico. San Lorenzo is also a census designated place in California. I'll go with Puerto Rico here. Definitely I'm envisioning some kind of relaxed town where there's not so much hustle and bustle. It's clear in those bright moments like I was mentioning earlier. I especially like in this song that we got to stay in that minor scale for a bit of time. Don't ask me what section we heard that song or that scale, because it to me feels like there is no real sections to this song. It is all just about the movement from one emotion, one set of instruments to the next, rather than there being clear cut distinctions between instrument or between sections. I think if I tried to think in those terms, I would overanalyze and break apart the real intention of this song. Let's jump into the next one here. Let's see what else they got. I will say I can appreciate the music videos because I get to see some of the instruments and their tenderness with how they play. Maybe they signal to one another. It's a visual audio pairing. It helps. I love how expansive this all feels. When you have that expansive feeling, it allows for a lot of even emotional depth, as well as musical technique and virtuosity. You can really add whatever. Somehow with this like lead clean guitar, the surrounding instrumentation, it all feels like a slow burn. But at the same time, it's not a slow burn in that you're waiting for the good part, you know? It's already good. The pacing in his phrasing is amazing. The keys flourishing, the chimes. I heard something in the back. Love the looping rhythm, the space it's giving the keys here. These unique pitches that only real talented jazz players can find so consistently. And these are notes I'm not used to. You can hear the bass underneath it all, holding it down. It's very subtle though. Oh wow. That's nice. But I am down to listen to more Pat Metheny. This is all just like musical ear candy. Even if I don't quite understand it fully. It keeps finding a new height, yet it still feels qualitatively in the same place. I don't know how to say that. At least a slight increase in intensity. That is so unexpected, but very welcome, because I was going to say even the vocals, I wasn't really prepared for those to show up out of nowhere. This screaming guitar cuts through everything. Wow. It doesn't even sound like guitar at moments. It's almost like a very talented seagull. With the vocals as well. Oh my god, thunder. To the end of the world. I hope this is like a bridge, and I don't want the song to be over actually. Thank God. Dude, what is going on in this? That whole guitar section, that was like surreal. I think these two songs are definitely my favorite PMG tracks I've heard. So down to do more PMG on the channel. The storm is breaking now, so after the monumental thunder, it ebbs away. Oh, what a cool vibe, bro. Is that the apt analysis you're looking for? It's cool, man. Really, the bass is doing a lot of, I guess, unspoken heavy lifting here. It's this nice glue between sections. Because you don't really have that many low frequencies in all of this. I wish what is this emotion? What is this, like, relaxed, casual, almost like intimating that there's more feeling? Classy? I don't know. What is the term? Is that all? My camera seems to think so. It looks like the video's over too. Man, this is really fun. This is really fun getting to learn more about just jazz in general through PMG, but also hearing PMG and their style, because it is definitely unique. And take that with a grain of salt as somebody who is not a very seasoned jazz listener. I know a few of you have like reached out to me via email and asked me to do more jazz on the channel, or have tried to like at least teach me a little bit about jazz in general. And I mean, there's so much for me to learn, even as it relates to like your standard songs with simpler chord progressions and song structures. Jazz is like really being thrown into the deep end is often what I find. Though, like, I'm a big fan of like art rock as I've been discovering it on the channel, a lot of new progressive music and modern contemporary stuff that blows your brain in a different way. There are just so many different musical tendrils to kind of follow, and to their logical extreme, you would need to become a true expert in all of those respective verticals to even have the granular discussion, but at a very high level, what I can definitely say is this kind of music, it is very fun for me to try to just experience and then attempt to dissect, because I have such little background in jazz. Like, despite, I was in jazz band as a trumpet player for a year or 2 years back in like junior high, that doesn't really help you understand the art that is PMG. So it's like part of me is trying to understand how to enjoy this music, but then the other part of me is trying to understand technically why this music is what it is. Like, how did they arrive at these places with all of their specific choices, the instruments they've selected, the frequency, the volume, the textures, all of it, and then more to consider. To me, it just highlights the point that there's so much to explore. I would rather just continue the journey. So if you are interested in making a Pat Metheny request yourself, you can do so by clicking the first link in the description box below. But that's all I have for you today. I hope y'all have a wonderful rest of your day. Take care and peace.